How could they show their women how to have faith or encourage their faith when they're just as freaking faithless too? And charity, that's love. Kindness to the brotherhood, to the sisterhood. It says a woman, an older woman is supposed to teach her younger women how to love the husband and love the children. The older women don't even know how to love their husband. They want to open their fat mouths to tell them I got an opinion. But it just said you were deceived. So shut the fuck up. And holiness is meaning being set apart from this world. But what do women want to do? They want to be part of this society. Christmas, Valentine's Day. Those are all freaking nasty, disgusting pagan days. And with sobriety, most of these hoes in the damn bars is freaking drunks. You know what I mean? They're out there they're getting so drunk that these dudes are having their way with them. And then they wake up, they're literally being raped every weekend. But they want to seem like they got it all together. When I was young, I used to remember these girls telling me about trains being ran on them. And those are supposed to be mothers, wives, and them dudes that run them trains. What a fucking shameful thing to stick your dick where another man's dick just creamed. What a fucking disgusting act. Go ahead, Op.
Genesis 3:17. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast...
Because you have listened to your wife, your woman. The word wife actually means a stupid old woman. Go ahead.
And hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it.
Tree of knowledge.
Cursed is the ground for thy sake, in sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the day of thy life.
Meaning you go to work and it sucks. Freaking sucks to go to work every day. You're punked. They probably talk down to you. You probably can't get a good job. Your woman probably even leaves you because you don't make enough money. Go ahead.
Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field.
Thorns and thistles. You ever get a thorn in your foot? You ever get a splinter or a thorn in your finger? Sucks. Go ahead.
In the sweat of thy face thou shalt eat bread.
Meaning you're going to work hard. And you know what? I know all of us, I've got sweat in my eye just today. That shit burns. Go ahead.
Unto the ground, for out of it wast thou taken. For dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return.
Okay, and that's broken down with Psalms 82. You get that. It says right here in Psalms 82, I'll start again in verse 6. I have said, ye are gods, which he's talking to the Israelites, the son of God. Ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. See, we're not supposed to die. The reason we died was because we committed the sin. And what leads us to sin? We listen to our women. Why? Because they have become our gods. Instead of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Go ahead. 20.
Genesis 3:20. And Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. Unto Adam also and to his wife did the Lord Yahweh make coats of skins and clothed them.
Meaning he covered them. How? Yahweh Shai. He came to deliver his people from their sins. What did Adam do? He sinned. What did Eve do? She sinned. Yahweh Shai came to save his people. That's Matthew 1. Go ahead.
And the Lord Yahweh said, behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand, and take also of the tree of life, and eat, and live forever.
This is the tree of life. This is it. Keeping these commandments in faith of Yahweh Shai's return. In victory over Satan. The devil. The devil is that Caucasian. Satan is that spirit that inhabits him. Go
Therefore the Lord Yahweh sent him forth from the Garden of Eden, to till the ground from whence he was taken.
Meaning you got to go work hard now. Before the fruit grew on the trees. Now you got to go farm. You got to go hunt. You got to do all this hard labor to eat. And before the fruit just grew on the trees and the plants. Go ahead.
So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims.
And you know what that is? That's Israel. That's the Garden of Eden over there. But now it's a damn desert. Go ahead.
And a flaming sword which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life.
To keep the way. See, you stupid Christians, you think it's the cherubims there to block them. No, he's trying to direct us back to this. The cherubim is an angel. And a flaming sword, what does a flame do? It's very light giving, right? It's bright. And he's swinging it every direction like, hey, over here, over here. To come back to this. What are the angels? The angels are these brothers out here, I believe under GMS, because they're the ones with the truth. All these other camps, under all these other Israelite groups and Christians, ain't got the truth. They got emotion. But they're the ones that are out there speaking the truth under Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, trying to bring the people back to this. But is that it?
Yes.
Yeah, that was it. So I'm gonna end with this one here. Right here. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Mashiach. Which means following Yahushai's example of trying to keep these commandments. He did keep them. But you know what? People say you can't be perfect, but there's many men that were considered perfect. Noah being one, Abraham being one. Meaning you keep these commandments to the best of your ability. Even if you got to lose your family or friends, whatever the hell you got to lose, job, I don't care if it's your life, lose it. And it ain't going to feel good, but don't curse God to the face. Take all credit for your sin. Don't be like Adam and say, it's because you gave me this. Say, I did it, Lord. And you have the right to punish me. You have the right to do these to me. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, meaning pray for your brothers, because they're going through the same stuff too, if not worse. The elders, pray for them. And keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you, meaning keep these commandments. The apostles were not living outside the commandments. They were keeping them and teaching other brothers how to do so. Not like these Christians that say, all you got to do is cry out to Jesus. You're supposed to keep the commandments. And we can show you through that, all through the scriptures. If you don't know that, you better get in these Bibles, the scripture, and read Matthew 5:19. Yahushua says clearly himself. Revelation 22:14. You got to be in these scriptures. You got to be trying to keep these commandments out of faith that Yahushua will soon return and judge this place. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahushua, Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, meaning to lead the woman. You're supposed to be leading your woman. Your woman ain't supposed to be leading you. And the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Mashiach is Yahweh, the power of God. You know, it says, let me read that again so I don't blaspheme the scripture. And the head of Yahweh, it says, and the head of Christ is God. Christ is Mashiach, is power, which is Yahweh. Yahweh was the power of Mashiach, Yahushai. That's why we say Yahweh, we give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushai. So, the Yahweh is the head of Yahushai. Yahushai is the head of the man, and the man is the head of the woman. And the woman is supposed to go over the children until it's time to discipline them. But she's supposed to be there loving them, caring for them, feeding them, bathing them till they're old enough to where they don't have to do that. And the man's supposed to be laying down that discipline. shall not spare the rod. You shall not spare the rod. Every man praying or prophesying with his head covered dishonoreth his head. You dishonor Yahushua covering your head, because Yahushua came. Now I know a lot of brothers say that the priest covered their head, but right here in the scripture itself it says you're not supposed to cover your head. Alright? And GMS, the brothers, they really try not to do that. You know. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head. And she ain't got no respect for her man. Especially a woman that got her hair out long. Especially these women that walk around with their hair all down in society. That's just trying to provoke men to crave them. To lust after them. Or to bring another woman into jealousy. That's why it's a dishonor to that man. She ain't got no respect for him, man, if she don't pray with her head covered. For that is even all one as if she were shaven. Meaning you're better off to be shaved. Bald. But you know when that kingdom comes, we catch women praying with their head uncovered. We're gonna grab them and shave their head. In the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Wow.
So remember that, brothers. You lead your women. Don't let your women lead you. They were deceived, being in the transgression. That serpent, that treacherous person, which is this so-called Caucasian race, you're going down. Yahushua was a Negro, so-called Negro. He's a king from the tribe of Judah. And when he comes back, he's going to rain pain on your ass. That 144,000 under his rulership. So with all that, brothers, endure to the end, because the one that endures to the end shall be saved. Don't lose faith in these hard times. Jacob's trouble's coming. It's already started. You know, North Korea just dropped a nuke, setting off an earthquake. There's a Chinese girl at my job. She says China's all up in roar about that. She was born and raised in China. You can see on the news, China's already talking about striking Korea now because they're right next to each other on the same landmass, and they're popping nukes. It's about to pop. But if you don't have your heart and mind, your mind, which is your heart, set on these scriptures, you ain't going to make it. You're going to fall out at the worst time. So endure to that end, brothers. Have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And lead your woman. Don't let your woman lead you. And do as your best you can to stop them from talking to all these other garbage out here. You know, get them off that Facebook. You know, fuck college. You know, let them be at home with the children. If you got to hold 2 jobs, do it. It's better for you in the end. Shalom, Ox.
Shalom.